The Hawks play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it live right here from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Well, it was the New Orleans Pelicans in their last game losing to Phoenix. Back to Booker. Takes the three. Sinks the three-pointer. And like everyone else, GA, I'm looking forward to the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, we have a pair of the best centers in the NBA. Points in the paint will be a key number tonight.
Now here is Davis. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Rebound by the Hawks. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I caught up with the head coach for the Hawks. We briefly talked about Jaylen Brown and what kind of defensive mindset you have to have against him. And he said, we have to be willing to work just as hard as he is. We have to fight through every single screen, talk to one another, and contest every shot we can. Sounds like it'll be an all-out effort against Brown here in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, thank you. 6 to shoot. Here's Davis. Booker outside. McDaniels outside. And the three off target. And here's New Orleans now. 6-point game. Trey Murphy, and you can make the case for this, Tim, has been the Pelicans' most consistent player. Would you agree?
I totally agree with that, Kevin. He's gone well beyond the 3-and-D blueprint. He's got that sneaky bounce that can put you on a highlight reel.
And you look at his face, he never changes expression, does he? But boy, is he focused, and he is zeroed in.
So stoic, but so good.
Well said. And so here is New Orleans after the basket by Atlanta. And another turnover here by New Orleans. And so Booker will bring it up for the Hawks. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to McDaniels. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Smith. The putback. Here's Okongwu. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Davis.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Okongwu is now starting, Tim, and coming off the bench his first handful of seasons, I think got him ready for this role he's in right now.
He has been a good defender from day one, but his offensive game now starting to show some growth. He's stretching his shooting range, and he is showing you some growth as a playmaker as well.
Now here's Davis over Smith. And too long on the shot. 1:56 left here in the opening quarter. Back to Booker. Three-pointer. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Back to Suggs. Pass to Davis. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Atlanta making a switch here. 1:29 left to play in the first quarter. Back to Suggs. There's a screen by Kamara. Misses in close. Atlanta leading by 6. Booker looking around. Wide open look here for Murray. Hands it from downtown.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
They need this one. And Murray finishes it off.
Yeah, Murray getting it done down low. You've got to give him a lot of credit for his assertiveness.
43 seconds left to play in the first. And it's Murray with the jam.
Man, can you always always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass. Money.
Pass to Kamara. Now Suggs. Back to Murray. Now Kamara. Just 4 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Here's Booker. Puts it up from 17. And so it's Atlanta in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. The Hawks leading by 9. And new leadership for the Pelicans. Craig looking to create a tough, no-excuses mindset.
And at the risk of making excuses, injuries are what held this team back last season. So some of that toughness might be best reflected in their ability to just stay on the court.
And taken away by Ellis. Murray outside. Right wing. Wide open look here for Klingon. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And a great job keeping his eyes up. Murray will be dangerous if he can become a consistent facilitator.
Reeves outside. Down low. Sweet move. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And sometimes the best option is to foul Klingon and take your chances sending him to the line.
And he can't get the first one. So, Tim, let me put you in a different hat here. If you're running an NBA franchise, would you rather build around a guard, wing, or a big man in today's NBA?
I think I'd go with the wing with size, a guy that can create his own offense and for which there is no great defensive matchup. Those guys, to me, are the ones that can help lead you to the promised land.
Well, that sounds like a good blueprint. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. It was a lost season for the New Orleans Pelicans. Continued injury troubles derailing a team that, when healthy, looked capable of the top seed, leaving some wondering whether a curse needed lifting. But with some draft help and a still talented roster, the hope is this will be the year. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's White, banked in off the glass.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Reeves outside. Smith outside. McDaniels outside. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. And it's Klingon with the jam.
And this young man lives on the offensive glass. Tough to stop Klingon when he's that close.
Picked by Reed. White drives in. And Reed throws it down. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. New Orleans making some changes here. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. So, Greg, talking about Jeremiah Fears for a second here. Both he and his brother, Jeremy Jr., play college basketball at the same time during the 24-25 season.
Clearly, this sport runs in their family. Jeremiah's fearlessness and competitive spirit have made him an enticing prospect. And I'm sure he attests he owes that, at least partially, to Jeremy.
Pass to Maxey. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
He better be careful now. That's 2 on him, and the last thing you want to see is for him to pick up his 3rd before the half ends.
Smith on the wing. 5 points in the game. Booker outside. Lets it fly from 18. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And that's a nice shot from mid-range there. Smith must continue to knock it down at that level.
And he comes up with the deuce. Maxey's got 5 points so far.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul. The drive by Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
That's a strong drive by Booker, which is exactly why you have to close up those driving lanes.
There's a screen by Kamara. Maxey, that's a 2-pointer. Another one falls for New Orleans.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And the dunk by Booker.
He is so versatile offensively. Booker able to beat you inside, outside, and in the mid-range.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Kamara. Back to Suggs. And here's Maxey. 5 on the clock. For 3. That one, no good. Good if it goes. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. So Booker will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And last season, Tim, Paul Millsap retired. He was an all-star in each of his 4 years in Atlanta.
Well, he helped guide the Hawks to the Eastern Conference Finals back in 2015. That team overachieved through chemistry, and this group hopes to do the same thing.
The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And Okongwu slams it in.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standards, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Inside, here's Okongwu. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Okongwu's now got 4 points in the quarter. It's Suggs with the drive. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Bigger than your average guard, Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low.
There's a screen by Murray. And he's good on the 3-ball. And it's 8 points for Keegan Murray.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless. Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
Murray, no good.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
Maxey with it, picked up by Ellis. Pass to Suggs. Davis sets a screen. Okongwu grabs the board.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
Shots good by Booker.
Well, that's helping your team. By and large, he's taking shots he knows he can make.
Kicks it out to Maxey. Davis surveying the floor. And again, no good by New Orleans. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked. Well-rounded
concerted effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch. Well, he has yet to put points on the board, and his team is hurting because of it.
Kamare misses. Ellis wide open. Murray controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And it's Murray penetrating. And it's Murray with the jam.
Wow, that was slick. Murray getting just enough room to finish off that play.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. We've got 1:28 left to play in the third. And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility over there.
And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now beasting. Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Clingan. Tries again, and the layup is good. Clingan's got 9.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
32 seconds left in the third. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Both free throws good from Reed. Here's Reeves. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Lays it up off the glass. He has 5.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Black. Hits it from three-point range.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
57. The Pelicans.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And it's Anthony Black with the foul. That's his first foul. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
And here's Reeves outside. And it's White with the rebound. And so here is New Orleans. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. McDaniels right side. One-on-one fast break. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Pass to White. Picked by Reed. And White with the stuff.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically, like the aggressiveness there.
To the paint. Here's Smith. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Well, if you work the ball inside, it is going to pay dividends.
And Salon gets it to go.
And just running the offense, White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Black up top. Outside, Reed. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
To the middle. Here's Okongwu. And it's Okongwu slamming it down.
Yeah, playmaking remains an underrated part of Booker's game. He is more than capable of making smart passes and creating shots for teammates.
And Reed has it in the corner. Clock at 6. Pass to Salong. And it's sent back by Okongwu. We've got 1:48 left here in the fourth quarter. And it's Anthony Black with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Free throw good, Murray. And GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of their starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
And so Booker will bring it up for Atlanta. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The free throw drops for Suggs. One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Atlanta.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Devin Booker.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand. Making every effort to put this game on ice.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
Probably the last guy you want to foul out there. Maxey almost automatic at the stripe.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league. This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that